Artist Miss Vachier here. This is the lesson on how to make the 3D hand, or the optical art hand, the hand that looks like it's popping off the paper. So step one is you are going to trace very slowly so that you get a good image of your hand. And you're going to use pencil and colored pencil for this whole project. I'm tracing a little bit of my arm. Oops. Okay, so I'm sure you can barely see that, but there is an outline of my hand. You can go back and fix anything, any lines that you might have messed up. Okay. Okay, so now we have to make horizontal lines, okay? All the way across the paper, all the way down the paper, but not through the hand. So you are going to make, we're gonna make 1/2 inch lines. So you're gonna make one at the 1/2 inch mark, and then at the 1, and then you're gonna make a little mark at 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, all the way up to the top of the paper. And they're just little tiny little hash marks, little dashes. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. 1/2 dot inch, 1/2, 2, 2.5, 3. Okay, so now we're going to connect the dots, but we're not going to draw the line through the hand. So line up your ruler, hold it steady, draw a line to the edge of your hand, and a line from the hand all the way down. And we're going to do that the whole way up the paper. Take your time so your lines are straight and lined up. Do make sure you're not going through the hand at all. I made my lines with pencil and I did it pretty dark. I think you can see it. So you can always outline them with Sharpie if you prefer. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try and make the arm look like it is rounded. So you're going to take from this point to this point and you're going to make a curve. And you're going to do that again. And I'm sketching it out because it's easier for me. Other people can just do it real hard the first time, but I need to get the arcs correct, so I take my time. And that one I don't like, so sometimes I find it's easier to draw from this side. Okay, now I'm gonna keep going. So this line has to connect over here, so it has to go through the thumb. and then erase this part here. So this is why I'm sketching it all. That's what's going to make it even look more 3D, because we're going to create a shadow around the whole hand. So we're just going to color everything very light. And I'm only using 2 colors. You can use as many colors as you want. Okay, so to create the shadow where the line of the hand is, you're gonna shade it darker, okay? But you wanna blend it out so it doesn't look like just a line that you created. Same on this side. So you're blending. And you want to blend it out. Okay. So do you see how that's starting to... Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing on this side, on this line. There are lots of different tricks in the ways to color this. This is just one way. I think that the shading, you can shade just with your pencil too, your regular drawing pencil, but I think that this looks better and more 3D if you take your time and color it. And you're going to color it in the direction of the lines. So the hand meets here, so I'm going to make the shadow coming down there, blending out. Take your time doing this. The more time you take, the more realistic it'll look, especially when you're getting to the shadow of the hand. Okay. So here is the final hand. You can see all the shading I did to make it look like it's popping up a little bit more. And I hope you have fun trying to make your hand 3D. And I don't like that curve, so I'm going to make it a little bit. Take your time. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so to make it look like it's, we're gonna connect the lines to make it look like it's 3-dimensional. So in order to do that, you're gonna draw a curved line. So you're gonna start at this point here, and you're gonna go over to this point, and you're gonna draw a nice big curve. And you're gonna do the same thing on this one. I keep messing. A nice big curve. Okay, so in order to make it look 3D, we're going to make curved lines on the hand, and we're going to connect one side of the line to the other with the curve. I practiced a little bit because it takes I practiced a little bit to make sure I was getting the curve right, and I still kind of sketched it before I made it real dark. So we're going to go from here over to here. This line. Okay, so you can start to see that it looks like it's curving up. It gets tricky around the fingers. You kind of have to guess a little bit of where the line would be. Okay, so this is the hard one. You kind of have to guess that this curve goes all the way over. No, that wasn't the hard one. This is the hard one.